So, is there a purpose in your life? Let me ask you.
Yeah, that was the question. Like, what's the aim
Yeah,
or
yeah.
purpose?
I'm answering the question. Your question is there aim in life or purpose in life, right?
Yeah.
We should not confuse between purpose and aim.
Okay.
Is there purpose in life? Let me ask you a question. And is there aim in life? I'll ask two separate questions. Because we confuse the word aim and purpose together. So, right now, which semester you are in now?
Fifth. Going to fifth.
So, do you have aim to pass the fifth semester, or you don't have aim to pass the fifth semester?
I have aim to pass the fifth semester.
Then you can't ask the question, what is the purpose of aim of life? You have aim now. Aim is about a milestone.
Yeah.
Okay, there are so many aims in our life. After fifth semester, you want to pass sixth semester, that's the aim. After engineering, you want to get a job, that's the aim. So aim and purpose never confuse. Okay, and after getting job, I want to get married very quickly. So that's the aim. So aim is a milestone. Purpose is not a milestone. Purpose is general direction of life. Is there a general direction in your life?
No, it's just achieving the aims. That's the.
Why do you want to achieve the aims?
Trying, like, it feels good to achieve the aim.
So I feel good by achieving the aim. That means I feel happy by achieving the aim.
Yeah.
So every aim is for happiness.
Yeah.
Right? And if you don't achieve, there is a suffering. If you don't pass your fifth semester, you will be suffering. So avoid suffering and get happy. Is that the aim of life? Is there a general direction of life? Yes or no? I'm not able to hear you.
Yeah.
So purpose of life is to achieve happiness and avoid suffering is the purpose of life. Are we clear? General. You do it in any way. Some artist will do in art, scientist will do science, physician will do physics, doctor will do doctor, but everybody has an aim and a purpose. Purpose is very clear to all. Is there a purpose for animals? No. Your audio is not here. What is that? Is there?
Yeah.
Animals also want to be happy, no?
Yeah.
Animals also want to avoid suffering, no?
Yeah.
For animal happiness, maybe getting one little bit of grass somewhere or a little bit food somewhere. Aim is different from suffering. Aim is short term. Purpose is the direction. So direction of all living beings same. To be happy and to avoid suffering.
Yes.
Correct, no? Now,
yes.
What kind of happiness you want?
What kind of happiness?
So if you are completely happy, permanently happy all the time, do you have aim in life?
No.
The aim goes.
Aim, yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
If you are already happy, if you are permanently happy, you are eternally happy, you are fully happy, then where is the aim in life? The aim in life is a project for achieving happiness, permanent happiness. Correct? So do you understand the meaning of aim and purpose?
Yeah. Yes.
So
yes.
The purpose of human life is to achieve the complete fulfillment where I don't have any more aims. Is it possible and practical?
I know. Like, if I achieve one aim, like another aim comes.
So if you achieve one aim, another aim will come, that will never ending project. Correct?
Yeah.
Because your aim is always objective in nature. I get a job, I'll be happy. Next moment you are unhappy because your friend got a better job. Then your aim will again change. You did a job for 1 year, you got a promotion, you are happy. But you are unhappy because you didn't get an increment. So the aim of life is never ending project. Is that clear?
Yes.
And it's never ending and never completely fulfilling. That's also correct. Clear? Because your aim is always in the outer world, right? But your purpose of life can be fulfilled only when you discover the God in you, whose nature is infinite happiness. In fact, the purpose of life is we are searching for infinite bliss, infinite peace. That's God. But we are searching outside. Direction is wrong. And that wrong direction is called aim.
Okay.
So once you discover God in you, like Buddha became very peaceful and he spread peace to everybody, you will also be peaceful. Your all aims will go, all other aims will go. All short-term projects will go. You know why? Because we have a wrong understanding of what is called happiness. So a coffee gives me happiness. Is it true? You tell me something which gives you happiness. You tell me.
Like getting a good job.
Getting a good job gives you happiness, right? So job gives happiness. Is it true? I'm giving logically. Job gives happiness. Is it true?
If you like what you're doing.
So, no, job gives happiness. Is it true or not?
Yeah, getting a job gives me happiness.
That means happiness is in the job. Is it true?
Yeah.
No. Happiness is not in the job. If you like the job, you are happy. That's happiness. That means happiness, your liking of the job is making happiness. It's not about job.
Yeah.
Right? How you relate to the job makes a happiness. Correct? So then let's understand what is happiness. When you didn't have a job, your mind is restless. What is restlessness of state of mind is called? Stress, suffering, right? When you get the job, the mind will become silent momentarily, correct? There's no more thoughts. When the mind becomes silent momentarily, it becomes one with consciousness, it becomes one with God. And in the happy moment, all our boundaries will dissolve. What is meaning of happiness is no, there's no boundary for us. That means momentarily we merge with God in happiness when the mind became silent. Now, mind became active again. The mind does not know I have merged with God. So mind says, I got happiness from job. It's a misunderstanding. The happiness came because you merged with God momentarily. That means you became boundaryless all the time, one time. The boundarylessness is called God. God has no boundary. So all of us seek happiness because we want that momentary happiness of merging with God momentarily. So coffee happiness, tea happiness, any happiness which you get is because you merge with God momentarily, unconsciously. But you always say, oh, I got happiness from job. I got happiness from coffee. Are we clear? Source of happiness is God. But confusion of happiness is the object. So that's why you continuously have a project which is going on. This aim or that aim or that aim. So what is the purpose of our life? You tell me now.
Achieving continuous happiness.
How is that possible?
By realizing who God is. By being one with, be merging with God.
God. And no project of your life can give that happiness. So have I answered the question?
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other questions?
No, that's it, Guruji.
Yeah, there are some 2 questions on Zoom chat. Can it be said that science is in the domain of consciousness or in the domain of Maya, mind? The science is, the question is about, can science is in the domain of consciousness or in the domain of Maya? See, everything is consciousness only. Whether matter is also consciousness. There's nothing called matter. Matter is just a dream in consciousness. So that's why consciousness only is there. But When you give reality to the matter and say matter is real, so then it becomes Maya. So in that Maya, all discoveries of science are taking place. So science is in search of Maya, understanding Maya. Maya is nothing but power of consciousness. So anybody else has any questions on Zoom?
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste. Who is speaking?
Satyavati.
Yes.
Can you just repeat that sentence which you said, like God sleeps in matter, dreams in plants? Can you just repeat that? They are very powerful, Guruji.
So God, see the God, why the creation is there? The creation is a manifestation of the, it's actually what you call as creativity or manifestation of God, consciousness, right? So when an artist does something, it's a manifestation. Artist gives life to his creation. So God gives life to creation. At the stone level, there's no consciousness, or there is no, the stone is inert. Only existence aspect manifests in stone. So that's why God is sleeping in stone. God appears to be sleeping in stone. Then in the plant, the God appears to be dreaming. Plants have a basic feeling, but they don't have thinking. So the God starts moving in animals. Animals will start moving. They have desire. Thoughts will appear now. In human being, the more aspects of God is God manifesting. Oh, knowing, understanding, doing, all those things will manifest. That's why God is waking up in human being, the power of God, and God, an enlightened being, realizes I am God and entire universe is God. The God sees himself through the enlightened being. Gnani.
Thank you, Guruji. This is very powerful.
Okay. Anybody else has any questions?